Jockstein fondly remembered, and pre-match yesterday a minute's applause around the ground to mark his memory. A Celtic Park debut for Anthony Stokes, signed from Hibs on the last day of the transfer window. Up front alongside his former Sunderland teammate Daryl Murphy, Giorgio Samaras dropped out. Hearts will have to do without injured Scotland defender Lee Wallace for a while. Marius Zaliukas missing as well from their first choice defence. Ruben Palazuelos a stand-in left back. Craig Thompson missed out. Match highlights with Al Lamont.
Deep corner finds Kyle at the back post. Forster's there, and eventually he dives in the ball, but Kyle had found a bit of room. He was unmarked to the back post, and often those end up in the back of the net. Stevenson, well, that's audacious from Stevenson, and Forster just doing enough to keep it out. Great vision from the Hearts man there, almost producing the opening goal. The Hearts have looked bright in the early stages, and more so than Stevenson. Here he goes again. Here's Suso Santana, so close to the opening goal at Celtic Park. Santana found a bit of room, but Hearts just unable to find the breakthrough. And here goes Daryl Murphy trying to do likewise for Celtic. There's Forrest in the middle. Well, they could have been behind only 60 seconds before, but Celtic have the breakthrough, and it's James Forrest who's put them in front. Daryl Murphy squaring the ball, Barr could only play it on to the feet of Forrest, and it ends up in the back of the net. Well, Jim Jeffries thought that was offside, and for his protest he's ended up in the Celtic Park stand. Bouzid getting himself into trouble, and perhaps putting his side in trouble here as Forrest zooms in on goal. Maloney couldn't get there, still the danger alive, and eventually Kello plucks that one out the air. But Maloney couldn't quite get stretched the leg to knock that one into the empty net. Izagiri keeping his eye on the ball, and Celtic can build from the back once more. Stokes picking up. Maloney bends the run, and now he's through on goal. Marian Kello in two minds as what to do. Maloney's round him, he keeps a cool head and doubles Celtic's lead. Well, it was composed finishing from Maloney. Kello could do nothing to stop him, and Egert Jonsson's despairing dive on the line couldn't keep the ball out. And Sean Maloney has his second goal of the SPL season. Maloney once more, driving at the Hearts defence. He's got Stokes outside him. Stokes going for the debut goal, denied by Kello. First real opportunity for Stokes to get that first Celtic goal. A slack from Hearts, and it gives Celtic the opportunity to come forward once more. Poor defending by Jonsson. Maloney's in there. Kello eventually just dives on the ball, but the defending was woeful from Hearts, and Celtic should really have added to their advantage. Maloney just wanted to walk this one into the net. Well, Hearts really need a goal, and soon, if they're to get anything from this match. Down goes Templeton under the challenge of Izagiri. He's looking for the penalty. It's not forthcoming. There's Maloney, the man who got Celtic second. Paddy McCourt gets it back to Maloney once more, and this could be real danger for Hearts. Samaras, and another good save by Kello to keep the deficit at just 2. But Celtic could have had a few more this half. Samaras, that's McCourt. Dancing past, one challenge and a second. He's in here. Oh, it's sublime from Paddy McCourt. Another outstanding goal. Well, it's just so effortless looking from McCourt. And a cool finish as well. It's another collector's item from the feet of Paddy McCourt.
And it seems as if Jim Jeffries will be dealt with by the SFA, not just for his reaction to those big decisions and the fact he was sent to the stand, but also he may be charged with bringing the game into disrepute as well for his reaction afterwards and what he said about referee Willie Collum. Now, these were the two goals and the two big decisions in the match, which had him hot under the collar. And watch closely for Darren Barr there in the centre circle. Not so much from this angle, but when we look at it from the other side, it's Daryl Murphy through on goal. Darren Barr can't keep it out. James Forrest puts it in. But Billy, what about this when you see it from this side?
Yeah, looking for this angle, it's very, very tight. You know, obviously at the game it looks very, very close, but I think the time of the run and the weight of the pass is perfect. I think Darren Barr is playing him on half a yard, and you know, I don't think they have any complaints. I think it's a legitimate goal.
And obviously, what was getting at Jim at the time was the fact that Hearts were having a good spell at that stage and Celtic go and score.
Yeah, very much so. I think you know, Jim will know, he's been there so many years, that the opening goal at Celtic Park is very, very important. And
Sean Maloney in line. I mean, maybe his left ear was offside, but you're just not going to see that in a split second.
I think that's onside. I think he's timed the run. There's not much in it. Split decision. Some linesmen may call it, but I don't think they have too many complaints there.